everyone. Welcome to the American Pavilion panel on dope. I'm Jada Yuan from New York Magazine, and we're just going to go down the line because there's way too many of you for me to introduce. But I don't know, how many of you have seen the movie? Have any? All right. Oh, yeah.
That guy.
One guy.
Yeah, you did.
So, I mean, it premiered at Sundance. It won a prize for Best Editing. It sparked a bidding war. And now it's the closing night film for Directors Fortnight, which is great. And so, Rick, do you want to just start and explain what it is? And
Yeah. Hi, I'm Rick. I wrote and directed Dope. Thank you.
Yeah.
The Dope.
I made the dope.
I've been in Atlanta too long. So you put in front of it. Yeah, Dope is about. I like to say it's about perception versus reality. It's about how these kids are perceived and how they perceive, their place in the world. And so, I just wanted to tell a story that redefined what we call mainstream cinema and who can be the protagonist in those movies and who would go see them. And so I felt like I was hearing a voice sort of out there generationally that I wanted to sort of deal with artistically, and so that's where Dope came about.
yeah, but and just like a boilerplate, it's in Inglewood.
Inglewood, California.
Inglewood, California, and
All right.
Shameik over there
From
is
Inglewood.
the star.
I remember you.
And it centers around this kid Malcolm who's a geek and kind of gets caught up in a drug deal, and then chaos ensues, and it's really funny.
And hilarity, yeah. Hilarity ensues.
Hilarity.
Yes, that's what it was. But yeah, this is our amazing cast that came together to bring Dope to life. So I guess I'll let them introduce themselves.
Go ahead. Do you all have mics?
Just go now.
What are we doing? Saying our names?
Yes, and what brought you to the project?
Okay, I'm Zoe Kravitz, and the project came to me, and I read the script, and I felt as though it was something that I hadn't seen in a long time, specifically in quote-unquote black cinema. I felt like I kept on reading the same thing over and over again and hearing the same story, and always saying, "Hey, girlfriend," when or like, it was just like, I don't talk like that. I don't know why. So I felt as though when I read the script, I was finally seeing real people that I knew and wanted to know more about. And I just wanted to be a part of that.
Shout out to Rick. Famuyiwa.
Oh, and also say what you played.
Oh, I play Nakia. I play. It's weird they haven't seen it. I feel like it's weird that we're talking about a film they haven't seen.
Well, so yeah, do we want to talk about just filmmaking in general instead?
I don't know.
What can we talk? What do y'all want to talk about? What's going on?
It's new to me too. So.
I don't know.
Well, everybody just introduce yourselves.
I know it's hard to know what to say.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll say.
I feel like Shameik.
All right.
Shameik, why don't you start?
Go ahead, Shameik.
All right. So my name. Wait. What was the initial?
What do you play? And how'd you get into this? Because I know you're from the Atlanta hip hop scene.
Yes. I play Malcolm, and I sent in a self audition tape from Atlanta. And they just rocked with it. I mean, Rick liked it, and
his first film.
Yeah, it's my first film. It's my first one. Yeah, and I got to work with all these guys. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And what were you doing in Atlanta?
What was I? I was making music. I was getting not into trouble, but I was going through my little young phases.
Says the 20-year-old.
He's gone through his hard
He's
phase.
gone through that, yeah. Back when he was a little boy.
Yeah, but it's definitely this whole project is amazing. So I really think that you guys are gonna love it. It's crazy because when you see it, you're gonna understand what she was saying. Like, it's weird that you haven't seen the movie yet because it's really just that good. It kind of, we don't really have to talk about it much. You see it, and it's gonna be your favorite movie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I second that.
You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Quincy Brown. I play Jaleel. And what kind of drew me to this project was definitely, you know, like Zoe said, like the realness of it all and something we haven't seen before. And I think no matter what, everybody's going to be able to take something from it, you know. A lot of people may see it from a different angle, but it's like you definitely going to see something that if it doesn't relate to you, maybe a friend can relate to that. You know what I mean? You're going to take something from it, and it's actually a message. You know what I mean? What better way to do it, you know, with some comedy and some seriousness to, you know, have some fun and, you know, really get a message that you can apply to life and all that. So, yeah.
After what he said, man, that was amazing. That was the best thing close to the Martin Luther King dream speech, man. Nah, but it's the truth, man. 100%.
Who you play?
I play as a handsome guy named Dom. True. Nah, but my character is dope, but it's not as funny as his. His character's a bit more funnier and better. But nah, what he said, man, seriously. People from different ethnic backgrounds and nationalities, minorities, non-minorities, you know, all of you guys are gonna be able to relate because it's just like, you know, it's one of those things, it's a melting pot. It describes 2015 and 2016. And as you guys know, if you're at least like 26, 27 and under right now, you guys know color doesn't mean shit at this day and age, you know? So that's what this movie shows. It shows like the current youth, you know, and what they do. They take Molly, they go on the internet, they go to YouTube, they smoke weed, they go to Coachella, they have fun. That's what they do, you know, right? But man, it's just like Quincy said, man. Like he basically touched on the whole movie because it's so diverse. And I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm ASAP Rocky. That's all I gotta say.
Drop the mic.
I can't say anything now.
I've never heard you say that before.
That's Tony over there.
You gonna let her keep bothering you all day, man? She been bothering you all day, man.
She's been clowning on me all day,
I'm
but it's
flirting.
fine.
Leave him alone, all right?
God.
You bet we gonna
Stop it,
jump
I'm
you,
flirting.
Zoe.
Wait, can I just say, did Kiersey introduce herself?
No, it didn't. No, she didn't.
Kiersey, go.
Why are you passing it?
Because I'm like the last one in
Yeah,
the chair.
pass the mic.
Like,
She look all cute today. Introduce yourself, girl.
introduce herself.
He
Go,
says
girl.
that because in the movie I'm look like a boy. Thank
No, you look super hot in the movie. I'm sorry.
I play Diggy, and she's a tomboy and a lesbian, and I was drawn to the project because I like gay people, so I wanted to play a lesbian, and she's sarcastic and funny, and my name is Kiersey.
Yo, can I say something, please? All right, so I watched the trailer with someone and shit, right? And all the girls was like, "Yo, who that boy with the hat on? He could get it." I'm like, "That's a girl." I swear, he could get it. I was like, "That's a girl. That's my homegirl. I could call her right now." Okay.
Just saying.
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right, so I think she was the perfect one to follow ASAP after that because she had like something awesome to say. So I'm just gonna say I'm Tony Revolori. I played Jib, and what drew me to the project was the huge payday that Rick was gonna give me. Right, Rick? Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Paid my mortgage and like my 3 divorced wives. Sugar mamas, man. They're a lot of money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. These guys, they did it for all the wrong reasons.
Well, that's what's so great about having like Pharrell produce and like Forrest, just trucks of money just appearing.
Trucks of money.
And champagne and Ciroc
That's
just
right,
everywhere.
Nina, right? Isn't that how it was? We'll do it.
How did you get Forrest Whitaker and Pharrell to be your partners on this?
Forrest, I'd worked with him before on the project I did before Dope. He was the lead actor in that movie, and we struck up a real cool relationship. And so when I thought about who I thought would get this project. Forrest was naturally someone that I thought would respond to it, and he and his partner Nina Yang Bon Jovi read the script, and they became my partners in crime. Yeah.
Shout outs to Nina and Mimi. Shout outs to everybody, man. Yeah.
And then Pharrell has been a champion of this project before it was even a script. I had a treatment and an idea, and we share an agent, and when I was talking to him about Dope and the idea I was thinking about that I wanted to do next, he was like, look, you should maybe talk to Pharrell. I was like, yeah, I'll just call him up. But he arranged a meeting with Mimi Valdez and Karen Bize. Yeah, there's Mimi in the back.
I love you.
Yeah.
From iamOTHER, his company, and we talked about the project, and they just completely supported it and got it to Pharrell, and we spoke about the project at an interesting and cool dinner, and we talked about these kids and what that was like for both of us to be those kids who didn't quite fit in, who were the ones wearing Vans, black kids wearing Vans when no one else was. And we talked a lot about the music and what this would sound like, and it's just sort of the idea of these kids that were not defined musically and felt like they didn't want to be defined in what they loved musically, and what this band that was always the idea that the three kids and the three main kids in the film have a punk band that they form, but they're huge fans of 90s hip hop and also current hip hop and everything going on now, and so the idea was, what would that sound like? And obviously I said, I have no clue, but but this is the world, and
Pharrell wrote songs.
He did four songs,
Yeah.
which was amazing, and it was really, we recorded the four songs the week before we started shooting, and I felt like that really set the tone in terms of what this production was going to be. There was so much positive energy. And Forrest and Nina were there, and all the kids were recording the music, and you have Pharrell in a different hat, but
A working hat.
You mean a literal hat?
yeah, different hat. Putting it all together, and it was just
Like every
amazing.
day a different hat?
Yeah, it was amazing to see that creative process, and that was really what that week really set the tone and kind of sent us on our way, and I think we all felt like we had something special when we came out of those sessions.
For you guys who played in the band, what was it like working with Pharrell?
Well, we're called Oreo, by the way.
And you don't spell it the same way, right?
What is it, phonetically? Is that the
It's
word?
phonetically spelled.
It's
Yeah. AWR.
REEOH, something. Yeah.
Spelling bee.
That is wrong. I'm sorry.
Oreo.
Spell it for us.
Spelling bee, because that's.
AWREEOH.
Yeah, that one's right.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I thought you said one E.
No, I didn't say that.
I can hear
Oh, okay.
You heard one E too, right? You heard one
So
E
what was it
too.
like working with Pharrell?
All right. And cut.
So do you want to just take over?
All right, reset. Here we go.
All right.
And go.
It was fun.
It was dope. It was really it was crazy because well, for me, I just came from Atlanta, and this is a week after I got the audition. I booked the job, and it's just like, hey, Rocky's gonna play Dom. Oh, okay. Yeah, Pharrell's gonna do the music. Oh, okay. Okay. It was I don't know. It was just some I don't. The whole experience was crazy. I was in there. Kiersey was in there. Tony was in there. We were all just kind of vibing and finding our characters as we were making the music. It was just organic. Is watching him just. It was just something special.
The thing is, he's just
something
so.
special.
He's such a genius in what he does. He knows exactly what he wants, and he has such a vision that he's able to just get it out in a second. And it's amazing to work with someone like that because you can totally trust this person to do this justice. And I think we just kind of floated with the boat after that whole thing, and that set sail for the whole entire movie.
No, so this seems like a really fun cast. Like, you must have a great time running around Cannes together.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go for it. Rock it.
I had a lot of fun with these guys. So this was my first film, and I didn't have any expectations going into it. Everyone was really accommodating on set, off set. But what I can say is the synergy and the chemistry amongst everybody up here today is just so genuine that you can see the same thing on the film. Like, it reflects on film, the same thing, you know. And behind the scenes is just like this. It's no egos. Everybody is just it's all love. And on another note, man, like, I mean, so most of these people on here I know personally. Like, you know, it's just a chill thing. So being on set and having that kind of love and energy around you is the best you could ask for, man. Like, because I heard stories about this industry and it's not too pretty, you know. And this gave me a good impression on the film industry, and I look forward to doing more. But this was amazing. This was epic, and I'm just happy to be a part of something so revolutionary. And I mean, not to make it sound bigger or better than anything or what it is, but it is what it is, you know. This is, somebody just told me, like, this is our generation's Beat Street for you young people out there. For you young ones, that was a breakdancing film back in the days. And it's a reason why I don't speak, so that's all I'm gonna say. Thanks, guys.
I just want to say really quickly, to take a page off of ASAP's book, I just want to say really quickly, he was absolutely amazing on set. Like, for someone who he comes in 30 minutes early, knows every single one of his lines.
Wow. Extremely
professional.
Wow.
This guy killed it.
No, you know, despite my conduct today, I'm really professional. No, they can tell you I am. You know, I'm on rapper mode right now, but when it's time to be an actor, I don't even smoke.
Cigarettes, guys.
Cigarettes. I don't smoke tobaccos.
I got you.
Yeah. Bank of America.
Well, only when it's time to be an actor.
This is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Dope.
So is this like, it's just total chaos at all times?
Do you guys want to see the movie now?
Me?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, this is what it is.
This
But
is my family. My family.
this is all the black people at Cannes right now. This is all of them.
We're all right here.
That's
This is
what
one
she said.
room.
That's what she said.
You guys are also in this room.
Oh, there we go.
That's it.
We're all in here.
All
All in quarantine. Thank you. Yes.
This is calm version of our chaos. 'Cause I remember, like, one day we were on set, like, at 4 a.m., and all of us are, like, deadbeat tired, and we just keep talking about nonsense, and at that point, you're just hilariously laughing at anything anyone says. Don't you guys remember that? Like, outside the club, like, dying, laughter. No?
No.
I wasn't there.
I remember you laughing.
Oh, when I showed my titties?
Oh.
My boobs. You want to see the movie now, right?
Yo.
I do.
All
I
right,
flashed
we're
them.
gonna open it up to questions because we don't have that much more time. Does anybody?
Go see Dope. I'm gonna tell you that
Go
much.
see Dope.
Go see
The
Dope.
film Dope, not actual dope. The
Oh yeah.
film
The
Dope.
film Dope.
The
Yeah.
film Dope.
Hey guys, I love you already. So I have a question for the writer-director. How much did these guys and how they talk and how they vibe influence your script? Did you change it at all once you started going through production and rehearsal, or was it pretty set that you already had kind of an idea and they just honored it and worked with it and made it their own?
It's a little of both. I mean, it was set. I mean, I think we pretty much shot what I wrote, but I left room for them to live in these characters and to find the characters in their own way, and in some of our, and to improvise. And I think one of the biggest jokes in the movie came out of just auditions that we had with Tony and Kiersey and Shameik, and so I like to.
Are you able to say what the joke is, or?
Well, you didn't see the movie yet, so
We don't want to ruin
Gotta
it.
go see the movie, yeah.
There's a
like
joke.
I'm already dealing with the films getting released, thankfully, and in the trailers, like they give everything away. So you're like, I'm not gonna give it away right now, but yeah, I like to. The script was what I wanted it to be, and so I was particular about some things, but I think I think I let them find the characters and find the language and find it the way that it works best for them.
All right, we had a question in the back over there.
Hey.
What's up?
Okay.
He said, "Hey."
The black guy.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
When it comes to because being black and making films, you have a lot of problem when it comes to international sales, and I just wanted to ask you a question or your input as to why you think that it's hard to internationally market films when it comes to predominantly black cast.
Well, I mean, I guess it's similar to there was a point in time when they said the U.S. would never have a black president, and how could that be possible? I just feel like it's something, a theory that's never really been tested, and so I think it's become just a catchphrase now to say that if it's a film with people of color in them, it doesn't travel, even though most people in the world are of color.
Preach. Preach. Color doesn't matter anymore, man.
Yeah,
that's what this film shows,
exactly.
man. It really doesn't matter, man. It's like all everyone in this room is mixed with something. I don't care if your skin complexion is a certain way.
14%.
Yeah, everyone's mixed with something.
History.com.
We get
You
it.
know it.
You'll get that later.
Remember that line, 14%.
14%.
I'm trying to. What does it mean?
Hey, I want to say thanks everybody for coming out, talking to us. But I had a question specifically again for you, Rick.
Sure.
I know Nina spoke yesterday at SAG Indie little round table about you and your studio career as far as your track record. Now you're doing an independent film with these guys here. How was that dynamic coming from the studio background and the challenges you faced again on an independent production?
Yeah, and particularly financing.
That was an amazing question.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things. I mean, one, I think artistically it was completely freeing, to not be in the studio dynamic and to be able to tell the story in the way you wanted to tell it was invaluable. And so in that respects, there was nothing like this. Was it more challenging financially to make than a studio film? Yes, that's just the reality of independent filmmaking. And so, but I had great partners who believed in the vision of this movie and put a lot on the line for it. And I wanted to do right by that. And I think that's part of what in independent film you're in it because you love the movie. And whether you're financing it, you're acting in it, you're directing it or writing it, you're in it because of your love of the material. Because as Tony sort of joked about, it's not because you're getting a big paycheck, and so
It's true.
yeah. It's very sore about that, doesn't it?
Not meant to
It's
be.
all right, man. We're at Cannes. But so that was, there were definitely challenges. But to me, I felt like this film couldn't have been made within the studio system. It would not have come out the same way within the structure that films get made, how films get made in the studio system. So even though we initially went to the studios to try to get this made, and of course they all passed, it couldn't have survived there. But it was definitely gratifying. I'm sure Nina will attest to this, to have a lot of those same studios at Sundance in the room bidding on our movie that passed on it before. But
the iron.
Sure.
Wait, no pressure.
Hey, it's not actually a question.
Black people coming out of nowhere, man. I didn't see this for people.
It's
It's like a game of whack-a-mole.
There we go.
You would get that if you saw them. Never mind.
I just wanted to say that for all of you who haven't seen the movie, who want to see it, it's playing at 9 a.m. tomorrow at the Marriott Crozet, or however you say it in French.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very
There you
much.
go.
Rick, can I say something, Rick?
I want to say
Rick,
something
can I
too.
say something? Can I please say something?
I know exactly what kid you were like in school. I know exactly what kid you were in school.
I want to say something. Can I say something?
Yeah,
Listen.
go ahead.
This is the funnest film of the year. That's it, hands down. I'm gonna say it. We had fun making it. Y'all gonna have fun watching it, man. We gonna have fun together. Let's celebrate, get drunk, and watch dope.
And I want to say something too, real quick. I just want to say that this was an amazing first experience for me, as just to be able to look to the left and right and see such amazing, talented, beautiful, just amazing
Thank you,
people.
bro.
I got to work with some creative beings in this movie. Like we're not over exaggerating. Y'all see the chemistry. Y'all see, like, when you see the movie, you're gonna, I get it. That's.
It's
So
real.
yeah, that's enough. Dope in theaters June 19th.
Woo!
Let's
Go
give
check
it up for Rick.
The world. Give it up for Rick.
Love you guys.
Famuyiwa.
Famuyiwa.
Yeah. Well, you gotta say something for the closing. Come on now. You and Kiersey gotta say something.
All right. That's too much pressure.
No shout outs for the homies or nothing?
I just want to say something really quickly. It's your turn. I'm gonna just
Shout
give it
out
to you.
to my
That's my
homies.
last question.
Shout outs to all the homies that ain't here
Shout
right
out
now.
to all my homies. Shout out to Zoe being in GQ. You got a nice ass crack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to ASAP's stylish
For being handsome.
self on
For being so
Tumblr.
handsome. Thank you.
And being handsome.
Thank you, babe.
Shout out to Tony for killing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again in Budapest because we're in Budapest.
Yeah.
You were all thinking it, so let's say it,
Let them know.
right?
I love you, Kiersey.
Shout out to Quincy for being my brother from another mother. Seriously, we don't have the same mom.
They look alike though.
But we look. I know. And shout out to Shameik because he was my roommate for like 6 months after we shot the movie. He's the best. Did I give you a shout out?
Yeah, it was for being in GQ though. I'm not really happy with my shout out.
Wait,
I'm not
that's in the
satisfied
co-
with my
The
shout
reevaluation.
out.
Well,
Shout outs to looking like your mom. You look like your
right.
mom. How about that?
These are all
Shout
very
outs for that.
superficial shout outs.
no.
Shout out to Kiersey for being a hot lesbian.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
if I really was lesbian, you would be my girlfriend.
There we go. Yeah,
Heard
Yeah.
it here first.
That's what I call dope, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and shout out to
There we
Rick.
go.
Shout outs to Rick. Yeah.
Blur about
Shout
that.
out to Rick for being in GQ. Out
For looking like my mother.
issue.
Also to Mimi Valdez and Nina
Yeah, it's
Bon
gonna,
Jovi.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you guys
Oh.
so much.
We
I
almost
love you,
that
Mimi.
would have been so messed up. We almost forgot that. Thank God,
I was
bro.
looking at Nina, and Nina was just looking
No,
at me.
I
Like,
was
you
gonna
better
say
not
it.
forget.
She was like,
I wasn't
she was
done.
like waiting. She was waiting. I was like, I got you. I got you.
You gotta
boo.
take the microphones away from the
We're
black
done.
people now.
Yeah, is
Thanks,
there
guys.
anybody else who needs to know anything about the movie? It's awesome. All right, awesome. We're going to end on that note, I think.
Love y'all.
Yeah.